Alrighty, let's see if we can get this thing going. Make sure the audio's good. Are we public? Looks like we're public. We live yet? We're set to public. I'm waiting. Alright, here we go. Alright, hey, what's up, guys? Sorry. So right now I'm doing some light testing, actually. I have my dad on the phone. He's actually checking this out for me to make sure everything sounds alright. I was actually not going to play the Sea of Thieves beta because I wanted to be surprised when it first came out. My dad hit me up and was like, I really want to see it. You know, are you planning on streaming? I was like, yeah, I guess I could do that for a little bit because I was going to be cleaning up so I could do production stuff tomorrow. But instead, I'm going to settle in with Sea of Thieves and kind of see what it's all about. Alright, does it sound okay? Hey, it's Nostalgia and Mile High Game Hunters. You guys are in here so fast. Thank you. Again, was not planning to stream tonight. Just, you know, just my dad wanted to see it, so I'm streaming it for him. He should be in here shortly, I guess. Because, you know, my mom, backstory, pre-ordered this for my dad and I for Christmas. We were both super excited about whenever we found out about it. So that's what we're doing now. You guys want to give me some feedback? Let me know if everything sounds okay. Voice coming in all right? Mile High Game Hunters. Damn right on, sir. All right, Dad, I'm going to drop off here now, okay? All right. I'll see you in the game. Yep, you too. Bye. Oh no, I'm trapped by headphones. There we go. Your webcam audio is unsynced. Uh-oh. Give me a second. I might be able to fix that. Let's see here. I believe I've figured out the answer to this problem. And I think it's a filter thing. So let me see if I can fix that for you guys real quick. If not, I'll just continue on with the game. I'm going to remove the delay entirely. And let's see if that's any better. What about now? Does it look like my audio is synced up a little bit better? It's kind of hard for me to tell. So I'll wait until you guys say everything is good before I start. Sir, I can't wait to play it either. This will be my first time. It has not changed, good sir. That is unfortunate. Hold on. I'll try it one more time, and if not, I'll just not talk the entire time. Oh, no, that's why. It didn't actually remove the delay. Hold on. Okay, now let me know if it's looking better. I actually, when I did it the first time, I had a 750 millisecond delay in there, which is about how much it takes for my voice to catch up with the delay on the Elgato. So it may be better synced now. If not, please let me know. Yeah, you can't just delete that value out of there. Hey, Dad. For those of you not familiar, this is my father, Hamfist. He's delightful. Man, really? Nothing? Alright, give me 1 second, guys. I'm going to see if I can do this. Normally, I would have done a test stream to clear this up, but as it stands, not so great. Give me 1 second. I'm going to have to get another set of headphones to test this thing out properly. So give me just 1 second. I'll be right with you. One of the things I like to do is actually to keep a secondary device nearby. That way if I have any problems midstream, I can sort of fire it up on the internet and see what's going on and see if there's any way that I can fix it. I can't promise that that will turn out to be the case, but I'm going to do my best. So let's go ahead and see if I can find the stream on my YouTube channel. There's the Sea of Thieves Beta live stream. Let's see how bad the delay is. One, two, three. Okay, I definitely need a bigger delay on that webcam, so give me 1 second here. See if I can get that fixed for you guys. In the meantime, how has your day been? You know, give me a little bit of feedback on just how your lives have been while I try to not look like I'm living in the past or the future. All good, it's Nostalgia. Audio is low. Alright, I'm just talking into the mic a little bit to see how things are. I'm going to move the mic a little closer to my mouth, see if that helps anything. But, you know, trying to troubleshoot two problems at once is usually not the best strategy. Okay, let's try to fix that one more time. We have no delay. We have buffering on, which is fine. I'm going to re-add a 750 second delay. And let's see if this is any better. Oh, you were just quoting yourself, sorry. Needs more delay. Okay, hold on. For anybody new joining, I do apologize. What about now? Are we looking any better with 1500? We are looking at a 1500 second delay right now. Normally, this is the sort of embarrassing testing I would do before I go live. That looks much better. You guys seen it better now? Yes, got it. Thank you. So the weird thing is I need a 750 second delay if I do retro gaming for some reason, and yet whenever I do the Xbox, I need to have 1500. So what I'm going to do, and I guess this is a good tip for anybody who plays around with different systems and live streaming, is I think what I'll end up doing is actually just saving this as a preset, and instead of just calling it modern gaming generically, I'll make it specifically Xbox One and see if that helps things out. So right now, there is at least a slight chance my Xbox could overheat. I accidentally had it closed up just now, but we'll see. Mile High Gamers, thank you for, or Mile High Game Hunters, thank you for constantly making sure that I have everything in check. So can you guys hear the game and my audio okay right now? I'm hoping so. Choose a character to represent your adventures. On your journey towards becoming a pirate legend, you'll be able to customize your chosen character with clothing, hairstyles, beard styles, eye patches, hooks, peg legs, equipment, and weapons. And that's one of the things that really drew me to this game, is I like that there was a lot of customization to it. So I'm going to try to find the perfect pirate right now. It's not going to do it. This guy's not going to do it. I'm not that buff. No. If I just keep rotating, does it give me new people? No, I guess it's the same ones. I guess you just start with an archetype, maybe? Hear you, not much game audio. Let me see if I can fix that. You're going to see my nasty interface for a second, which is a byproduct of the unfortunate situation where there are not native Elgato video drivers for the Mac. Kills me. So I'm going to bump up the game audio. We're going to go ahead and go to, I think, -7 decibels. Do you guys hear the game a little bit better now? And can you still hear my voice okay? If one's overpowering the other, let me know and I'll wait to continue. And while you guys kind of watch here, I'll just rotate through the other characters and see if I can get this archetype thing figured out. Yeah, what the heck, I'll use this guy. A little better? When you say a little better, do you mean you can hear both things fairly equally, or is one a little louder than the other? Galleon sets sail for the most memorable adventures in this large, well-equipped ship. Sloop sets sail on a small, nimble ship, which is more fragile. You know, I'm gonna go sloop because I'm gonna. Oh, but yeah, well, I was just waiting to adjust the audio there. I can bring up the game audio a little bit more. How's that? Do you guys hear the game audio a little bit better now? Game audio's still low. I mean, I can ratchet it up some more. I'm continuing to speak right now. You guys let me know. I'm going to go ahead and go with the sloop, because that's reflective of what I actually play. Gooder. tell you what, let me try bringing my mic down ever so slightly. Starting to hear it, starting to. I'm continuing to speak. You guys tell me when you think it's at least passable. I'll crank the game audio all the way up. I'm not sure why it's giving me problems. And you know what? I'm sailing alone because I don't have any other crew. So let's see how it goes. When you guys say it looks alright, I'll go ahead and get that back to full screen. Keep it at 12. It is at 12 right now, so we'll leave it there and continue on. And next time I promise I will do a better test of Sea of Thieves audio and visual before we continue. So, well, hi Game Hunters, what have you guys been doing today? Alright, let's head sail. Right on. Dude, I appreciate the support from you guys so much. You guys are always supportive, and I don't just mean like by coming out to the channel necessarily, but even when you are in stream, you guys are always so nice and down to earth about it. I appreciate it. You bought Nintendo Switch? We have to exchange friend codes. What games did you guys get? That's super exciting. Go Gadget Pirate, indeed. Now again, I'm coming in totally new to this, so I'm going to probably get completely murked right out of the gate, but that's okay. It might be totally amazing. I could be like the best pirate in the history of this game, which admittedly is short. Mario Kart 8, excellent choice, especially if you're going to be playing with other YouTubers. That's a fantastic idea. Right on. So why did you buy the Nintendo Switch? Just out of curiosity, were you on a mission to just, like, did you like the idea of streaming it? Or was it just because it's personally just an awesome system and there were certain games that you were looking forward to? I would love to know. This thing's taking a minute to load. I will have to send you the friend codes on a Twitter DM or something. Oh yeah, I wasn't advocating you put it directly here in the chat. Especially since now YouTube does chat replays, so... 100% impulse. Those are the best decisions. And I will tell you plainly, and my father can attest to this, my friends, whenever I buy anything for the channel, or really just if I think it has the slightest hint of advantage for the channel, I can justify buying it. Hence the term Joshification. Horrible impulse purchases all day. I actually did that earlier. Went out and got some new games, which I'll be showing off on a pickup stream tomorrow, probably around 2 o'clock Eastern. Okay, let's dive into this. Looks like we're in like a tavern type setting. What do you got for me, Tasha? She's got one lazy eye. I think she just blind in one eye. That's unfortunate. Come and relax with a grog. You can be certain anything heard within the walls of Tasha's Tavern will go no further. Refill tankard, a grog sounds like just the thing. What have you got? Surely you must hear about where pirates bury their treasure. I'm here for treasure. Let's start there. Then we'll start drinking. I am. I saw the Smash announcement, thought to myself I might have to get a Switch, and then Matt was like, I heard they're on sale today, so we went, they were not on sale, got them anyways. See, that is the sunken cost fallacy, sir, which is appropriate for this game, I think. You know, you get to a place, you're like, well, they don't already have what I wanted, but since I'm already here, I'm not leaving empty-handed. Oh yes, but they can rely on me to keep quiet. Like when I overheard Filthy Rich Simmons telling his crew where to bury their treasure. Told them to hide it here on this very outpost, would you believe? I'll make sure their secret remains safe until they get back. That's fantastic. Grog sounds like just the thing. What have you got? We've got Neptune's Barnacle Teaser. It's quite a potent brew. That uppity Tanya from Plunder Outpost was in here drinking it last night. Pretend she's above the rest, but I've never heard such foul language. Disgraceful. Even so, it's not for me to judge. Can't stand gossips. How many legends walked through the door recently? A few, but of course I respect their privacy. Why, only last week we had Plunder Parks trying to sell their smuggled monkeys. Then I saw Matey Marlowe dancing in his legendary underpants on the bar. Then you wouldn't believe when... But I'll say no more. I'm no gossip. Come... Alright, let's just refill the tankard, maybe. Use the music box. That's sort of creepy. And great. Got bored of emulated Mario Kart Wii U. That hard to argue, sir. Wanting to play online Mario Kart was a big part of my decision. Yeah, I mean, it's got solid functionality. I really hope that what we see from Nintendo is, you know, a solid online infrastructure to support all of these cool things that they're trying to do this year. I did not really do a Nintendo Direct reactions video or anything like that, but, you know, my initial thoughts on it were that, yeah, I'm pumped for Dark Souls, because I missed that the first time around. I'm really excited for Undertale, because I've never played it, and I love it, because I feel like all these indie games that I heard people talk about and I sort of missed are now coming to the Switch, which is precisely the platform that I want to play them on anyways. So that's a good situation all around. What do you guys like best about the Direct, just out of curiosity, since you are now Switch equipped and whatnot? Now, where am I going? I'm really quite enjoying the ambient sound here and the music. This game just looks gorgeous so far. I'm assuming there's a legitimate day-night cycle, but we'll see. Ooh, what's all this? So you sprint by clicking in the left stick. That's handy. What was that sound? That was terrifying. I was not interested, but now I am because I have one. Fair enough. Yeah, I mean they're getting a fair amount of cool stuff. Like South Park: The Fractured But Whole is coming, which I already have that for PS4. It was actually a Christmas gift from my dad. And then, you know, we're getting Undertale. They're bringing Luigi's Mansion out for the 3DS, which is fine. I mean, it's a port of a game that's nearly 20 years old now. I would have much preferred a new Luigi's Mansion to come out for the Nintendo Switch, but, you know, can't have everything, I guess. So right now, let's assume for a second that I wasn't paying attention. Is there a way for me to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing in this game? Let's see. Reputation. Okay, so these are the three factions: the Gold Hoarders, the Order of Souls, and the Merchant Alliance. And Voyages is blank, I'm assuming, because I haven't taken any yet. Whoa. Hey, Wilma. Greetings, welcome to Wilma's Weapon Crafting. What type of armor are you seeking? What do you got? Oh, this is just great. I did not realize there was this much weapon variety. And I bet I can't afford any of this because I have $0, so I'm probably going to have to do some low-level expeditions where I don't know, steal chickens or something and sell them to a local farm. Let's see what else is here. This is locked up. I can't go in here. A is jump. Hey, Retrohack, what's up, man? Thank you for coming out. I appreciate it. I was hanging out with you earlier in a couple streams today. Open equipment chest. Oh, okay. Oh, wow. So I do have some equipment here. I guess this is my stuff? Is this sort of like an item box in Resident Evil, I'm assuming? Yay, firearms! The Dingleberry. Can this game be played solo? Yes, right from the get-go, actually. I chose to play solo because I didn't really have anybody to play with. So, which is sort of depressing, makes it sound so sad. Like, yeah, on a Friday night I just played video games by myself and cried into McDonald's. What do you got for me, Tim? Tim's got stock. What do you have? Oh, okay, so these must be the different vendors for different factions? I'm assuming buckets give you... Are these just aesthetic? So I'm hitting every other... Okay, if I hold the left bumper, it looks like it brings up... Oh, cool. So that's how you get to your inventory. You hold the left bumper in, and then right trigger lets you use it. Oh, that depth of field effect is nice. I love when games do that. So to answer your question, Dingleberry, yes, it absolutely can be played solo. I have a lantern. Cool. It doesn't look like you have to mess with refilling that lantern with any sort of oil or anything, at least not yet, so that's cool. Can I just start digging right here? Can I be so desperate for treasure I just try? Yep. This looks like a long, arduous, tedious process. Now, she did say something was buried on this island, so it probably makes sense for me. Now, can I quick swap between weapons? You cannot. At least that I can see. Got a compass. Handy. But really, nothing really that I need right now, so I'm going to go ahead and unequip the compass with B. Let's continue on and see what we can find, because as it stands, I know we're on what appears to be an island of some sort, but I'm not sure what I'm supposed to be doing. Unless there's a quest log. Is there? Nope. Maybe that's part of the game's joy. Okay, so X to climb the ladder. Let's go up and see what we find. And if anybody joins this who's already played Sea of Thieves, and you're like, hey, idiot, go here and do this, that's how you start the game, by all means, jump in. I don't want to leave you guys bored this whole evening or anything like that. I think this is just where I came from, so let me go talk to her again. Whoops. That's not the right button. Matey Marlowe dancing his legendary underpants on the bar. You wouldn't believe when... Let's see about this. Bury their treasure. Here on this very outpost. Alright, we'll just continue on. I go in here. I'm pretty sure this is going to be a strong candidate for one of my favorite games already, just because of atmosphere. Now, I haven't spent enough time with the gameplay, or the mechanics to speak into... I can take cannonballs? Can I just throw it? So now do I have... Yeah, I have a cannonball. That's handy. Oh, I can take many cannonballs. I will steal all the cannonballs. Up to a maximum of 10, apparently. Alright, I'm going to assume that I went the wrong way the first time. I'm going to do a little bit of exploring and just see what I find. Also, B to unequip. A little trouble getting my bearings, but I think I probably need to just go back into the town area. You take falling damage? Yep. And that's where your life meter shows up, so that's handy to know. How far can I jump? More cannonballs to steal. So we got a dock here. Now, does every barrel just have cannonballs? Nope. Sometimes it has bananas. And wooden planks. So I'm curious if that is the... What happens if I jump in the water? Okay. Yep, this is very pretty. So how many people who are in here right now are excited for Sea of Thieves and you've been actively tracking it? Like tracking down information on it, keeping tabs on the beta, subscribing to the mailing list, that kind of thing. Fancy. Hello, dearie. I'm Senior Trader Mildred. How can the Merchant Alliance be of assistance? Browse the Merchant Alliance offers. Are these quests? Merchant Sailor grants access to Merchant Sailor voyages. Your dutiful assistance with some errands will help us assess your suitability to join our company. Well, I don't know if I want to join your fancy pants thing, but let's see. A pressing plea from the pitiful Mr. Wilson. It's $0. I have $0. Yeah, I want to buy this. Initiation voyage. Okay, so I bought one. Let's just start slow and just do a single one and see how that goes. Merchant Alliance. Oh, there we go. So, voyages. Deliver a shipment for a pitiful customer on this initiation voyage. Hey, you shilling? What a Poindexter. Yes, indeed. I wasn't, but your gameplay has me excited. Or... enticed, yeah, for sure. The only thing is, I haven't done anything exciting yet except talk to a few people and sort of check out the environment, but I have to say, it is gorgeous. Now, I did watch a few of the developer diaries on this game, and one of the things that I really liked about it, it's not just pretty, but then the physics actually react fairly realistically as well. They put a ton of time and effort into making sure that they got the... basically the physics right for things like the ocean, and apparently the rain and moisture will realistically drop through the planks of wood and make their way through the structure of your ship. You know, it's not just an effect where they randomly have some droplets fall on you. That's actually, you know, actual volumetric effects making their way through the actual boards. Alright, Gold Hoarder. Can I do multiple voyages at one time? Yes. So can I do 2? How many voyages can I buy? Oh, okay.
See you
Voyage inventory full. So it looks like we're favoring this guy over the other 3 camps. So I don't know if that's my actual ship over here. If I can just dive right in. Kawhi, how are you? Thanks for coming out. How are things over in Australia? Delightful, I hope. I imagine it's much warmer there than it is here. It's been a little chilly out here in Columbus. Of course, it's all flat land, so we get that wind chill factor. Is this an MMO? Hey, Tyler, I didn't even see you come in, man. I don't know if it's really an MMO. Like, I think people are probably on isolated server instances, but I know that you can sort of play it with other people. So I think it maybe is, but it isn't. Like, I'm guessing there's like a maximum of like 32 or 64 people per server or something, and ships can just sort of run into each other. So I would say it is, but not maybe in the sense that like World of Warcraft is an MMO, for example. I may need a firearm, but as it stands, I have no money. I can't buy it. Apparently, I can't steal firearms. So I'm a pretty horrible pirate right now. It's autumn over here, getting colder finally. Oh, right on. I must have spoken too soon. Then I just... It seems like most of the time when I see Australia, I just assume it's very warm there. Oh, you know what? I bet I can't do anything because I probably have to drop this sail first. Oops. Even then, I mean, if this is my ship and it's supposed to be a small ship, this feels like a pretty big ship. Okay. This must not be what I need to do. Whoa. I feel like you would get super bad rope burn trying that. But he just, like, went for it. Used map table. Alright, so we are docked an Ancient Spire outpost. I need to... I'm gonna look at my voyages again. Maybe that'll tell me how to do this. You may need to untie cast off before you can sail, matey. Good call, Dad. Appreciate it. Oh. Oh, here we go. Oh no, we're moving. I did not have to cast off. Oh wow, okay. So, can I use my compass at the same time? Yeah, I can see how this game's probably a lot more fun with other people, but let's go ahead and see what happens. Oh, the compass is right in front of me. I was like, how do I get my compass? It's like maybe paying attention. Alright, so let's check out the voyages. It doesn't let me expand any details, so I probably just need to go talk to the person first. But you know what? I'm just going to go towards the creepy skull because, you know, what's the worst thing about it? Yeah, just right into the abyss here. Steering the ship is going to take some getting used to. Yeah, the water really is beautiful. Big fan here. Cottonmouth Killer, what's up, man? It's a party in here tonight, man. It's cool to see everybody. What's weird is I had no intention of streaming this tonight whatsoever, but my dad was like, I really want to watch it. So here I am. I think the music intensifies as you get closer to the destination. Although I will say, it would be nice to have a crew right now, because I feel like, you know, my visibility is horrible because I'm right behind the sail. Like, I don't know how, you know, people did this back when sailing was a primary mode of intercontinental transport. Hard to port? Wait, which side is port? I don't even know. I'm a horrible pirate. You have to help me, River. Just say right or left, dude. Starboard is left, right? Port is right. Turn the game. Do you guys want me to turn the game audio down, or do you think it's okay right now? You tell me. You got me. So you were just saying nautical terms, assuming that I would know what they were? Port is left. Makes sense. 4 letters in left, 4 letters in port. Can I stop on this island? Oh, no, I'm gonna go over there. That looks more hospitable than just a giant chunk of rock jutting out of the ocean. I'm just waiting for another ship to show up and just blow me out of the water. Considering I'm a complete noob at this game and would probably have no idea how to retaliate. Kane Deathbreaker, what's up? For some reason I love pirate games. I want an open world Oblivion-based pirate game. I would completely play that game, sir. You have no idea. Judge, you're here as well. You brought Taco Bell. Sadly, sir, I actually went to McDonald's tonight. However, I will say it had a distinct, potentially Mexican... Uh-oh. What's this mean? Kraken's Fall? This looks so dangerous. I got the Pico de Gallo burger at McDonald's, which I'm a big fan of. It has guacamole on it, but, you know, it's not really guacamole the same way when Taco Bell serves is probably not real guacamole. Uh-oh. You know, I think the important thing to remember here is that I got here safely, not that I didn't know how to cast off. I'm sure this will be fine. Wait, no, come back. Anchor. Where's the anchor at on the ship? Does anybody know? Rutrone, indeed. Oh, there we go. I got it. You know, safely parked out here a little bit anyways. And I'll just raise the sail. Or, yeah. That way we think we can off the wind. It's really pretty. You have to swap the poop deck. You know what? That's gonna be, you know, that's gonna be a job for the intro pirates. Okay, that's not a Josh job, right? That's like a... The love boat is abandoned. Yes, it is. Now, what scares me now is I don't know if I have an auction wheel or stamina. I don't know if I'm about to Mario myself right now. But the important thing is I know where my ship is, and I've at least learned the basics of movement. Even if it was completely inelegant and I just slammed it into the side of the island. Not my best moment. Okay, I will turn the game down a little bit. I apologize to all of you for the sneak peek at my behind-the-scenes wares, which is my Elgato streaming software. So we're going to back that back to about 8 decibels, and you guys tell me if that's better now that we've got things moving. I've read running a boat solo is that, well, it's not easy, man. I mean, you know, I have to, like, raise the sails myself, now I got to swab a poop deck, and, you know, steer, navigate, and figure out just the mechanics of the game. And I have no idea what I'm doing. All I've managed to do is board a ship and sail away from Island A to Island B, and I don't even know that I know how to get back, because, you know, occasionally I'm pretty bad with the details, sir. So I have no idea how to get home. I'll probably get horribly murdered or mauled by some random beast from this island. Better? Okay. If you guys... Oh no. Oh no. I have nothing to fight with. Hey, what happened to my inventory? I have this plank. Can I hit things with this plank? I don't think so. What's all this? Cannonballs. Not overly helpful. I have a banana. Can I eat that? Yep. Does banana give me a health back? I'm assuming, because it disappeared. Ah! What is that? Oh, you gotta be kidding me right now. I don't even know how to fight! There's no way I'm gonna fend these guys off with a banana. Do I have anything else? Unless I go use the cannons from the ship. Is this only on Xbox One? It is also on PC, Kane Deathbreaker. I would love for it to be on the PlayStation as well, but alas, this is a Microsoft exclusive, is my understanding. Rogue Skeleton. I mean, it would be cool if like I could just find like a weapon laying around somewhere on the island. That would be really great. Oh no, am I stuck? Oh, this is just the worst. I'm gonna be stuck here eating bananas instead of gnawing my own leg off. 127 hours. Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. I mean, relatively speaking, as a guy who's armed only with a banana against an army of skeletons, but, you know, I like to think I maintain calm under pressure, so that's alright. Moving on. What's that? I'm going to explore this island for a minute, because I think, I mean, at some point on an island, there has to be a chest, right? They had to assume the players were going to, you know, take off on their own without the proper equipment and get stuck with a banana. As cool as the other side of the pillow. That is one of the best things I've heard all day. Cottonmouth. Skeletons love bananas. I don't think these ones do. They looked very intent on doing me bodily harm. I can only imagine that they're, you know, jealous of my functioning muscular system. Then again, I don't really dive too much into the psychology of skeletons. That's more Kyle's gig than mine, so I'm just going to continue to run around aimlessly until I can find some semblance of supplies. If I don't find anything in 10 minutes, I'm going to hop back on the ship and go back to someplace where I can find civilization. But as it stands, I'm just going to go towards where the lights are, assuming that you know, some traveler will have left something behind that I can actually find useful. Not that the banana's not great, of course. You know, it's high in potassium, kids. Bet you into Blue he runs into giant spiders. That would be the worst thing. And Kawaii, truthfully, one of the reasons I'm terrified of ever going to Australia is I hear you guys have some pretty massive arachnids over there. And I do not do well with spiders. There's a spider in the house, I yell at Jason to kill it. And if he doesn't, then I threaten to put him on the streets. Which is really sort of my go-to move for anything. Like, if he's going to the store, he's like, you want anything? I'm like, you grab me, you know, some milk or some Dasani. And he's like, no. And I'm like, I'll put you on the streets. But I can't, because without him, everything we do wouldn't look so pretty. Watch this is playing on our new Switches. Yes! Everybody, just so you know, Mile High Game Hunters have Switches now. And I'm sure they could be sweet-talked or persuaded into giving out their friend codes if you ask nicely. They are on Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Which I actually should get their friend codes as well sometime. Oh, what's this? Take cannonball, take more bananas. Let's see if I can find anything over here. I would be happy to find just one other person to say, hey, go back to the starting point. Can I take a nap? Nope, no naps in this game. So far, it's a very pretty, but tragically boring game for me. But that's probably because I made a dumb mistake at the beginning. Is that a boar behind me? Hey, little guy, what are you doing? Can I grab you? Wait, take the banana. Ah, how did that happen? Where did that come from? I had a knife, oh my god, I had a weapon this whole time? I could have been murdering skeletons. Again, my ineptitude prevails. I like games with a little more direction. It depends. I don't want to... what do you guys think? Do I stab the pig or not stab the pig? Oh, he's... Whoa. Alright. You know, I may also prefer games with a little more direction, but let's check, Seek the gold of a pitiful pirate on this initiation voyage. Yeah, so Y apparently draws your weapon. I don't know why I did not think to hit that before. XX Snipe COD XSL2. That's a tongue twister, sir, but I appreciate you coming out to the stream. How are you doing this evening? The pig turned into a sword. That's fine. Yeah, interesting gameplay mechanic I wasn't aware of is apparently if you run across any, pigs or warthogs, they just immediately turn into, edge weapons, which is fine. We want bacon. I'll try to get us some, but, yeah, I'm just going to explore this island for a little bit now that I know that I can, Did you guys hear that? Like a spooky sort of roar sound? Is that just me? It's possible I'm making progress, or that I have some horrible mental illness that needs to be addressed. I hear wailing right now. That's distinct. You guys hear that, right? I'm not crazy. Am I right in understanding there was a competitor's pirate game also? Ah! Ah! Yes, I believe so. Alright. Easy. Not today. Can I loot the pirate? Ah! He had a gun? He doesn't even have eyes to aim down sights. That feels a little overpowered. Can I loot the skeleton? Okay, I must be getting close to something, because why would pirates pop up otherwise? Sounded prehistoric. Yes, it did, Cottonmouth. I believe in you. Get rid of the bananas. I see that. I see what you did there. If it is in fact Kong, yes, I will ditch the bananas. What is that? Is that somebody who needs help? I can be an altruistic pirate. I don't have to be a stereotype here. Let's help this guy out. I'm sure nothing bad can come of this. Hello. Are you drowning? Wait a minute. Wait, this is... What are you? Return to my ship? What do you guys think? Should we return to the ship and explore some more, or should we go back on this island? I'll wait for your response and then I'll carry on. Merman, Judge. Merman. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Wait, which one? Dark Souls instinct says run. I mean, he does look creepy, but I mean, it says return to my ship, so I think he may just be like a helpful spirit. Like when you screw up and don't know how to sail your ship or to, anchor it properly. I think this dude's just trying to help out, despite his not inconsiderable sideburns and ghastly appearance. Sirens. Better assessment. Well played, Julian. Alright, so, quick vote. How many of you say go with the creepy merman, siren? And how many of you say go back to the island? Just say island or siren. Whichever one wins out, that's what I'll do. Or I can try to stab the siren, magical third choice. Maybe just a bit hungry. Yeah, this dude is looking malnourished. I would agree with that. I will say that the sound that I'm hearing in my headphones right now is phenomenal. Siren, siren. Alright, there are 9 people in here, so I'll sit tight and see if the sirens actually have it. Island. Right now the sirens have it. Alright, I'm going siren. If no one else is going to weigh in, we're going to go, we're going to see where this terrifying and mythical creature takes us. Which I think truly is just back to the ship, which is fine. Whoa. Barnacle Cave? Wait, how did I get here? Is that all the siren does, is just bring your ship back to the island for you and then you just stay on the same island? Does anybody remember what the name of this island was? Is the logo top right from the beta or you? No, that's from the beta. That's actually being overlaid the gameplay right now, Judge. Most people don't vote. I'm starting to get that impressions. Unfortunate. Alright. So as it stands, do we want to explore this island or do we want to go somewhere else? I'm going to explore this island just for a minute because You know, why not? I mean, I found a pig earlier. Who knows what else I might find? Oh, or is this just like a tiny sort of like dock island area that you get transported to whenever you lose your ship? What is that skull? The one off in the distance? Is that the one you're referring to, Judge? Because if so, we will go there forthwith, my friend. We'll find out together. I have no idea. And this time I know I have to raise the anchor, lower the sails, and then I think we're good to go. And now it's time for the slow, tedious process of pushing a gigantic and heavy wheel around in a circle. Good times back in the olden days. They were simpler, you know? Alright, so now we need to get the sail down. And then I'm going to sail straight into the skull. For all I know, the skull is a guide for your voyage. I would not know the difference. So we're moving. Let's find the big creepy skull. Check your ship's map. I wish you would have told me that before I started taking off, but... You know, let's just let this thing steer itself for a second. What's the worst thing that can happen? Put the ship's map down here. Alright, you guys want to go to Crook's Hollow or Snake Island? You know what, let's go to Crook's Hollow. It's closer. I'm not a good sailor. Wait, where is it from here, though? So, by the time I get up there, I'm going to have to go southwest? Alright. Southwest to here, then. We are definitely not going southwest. Let's get this thing turned around. And then we'll try to get on a straight course to the best of my ability as a one-man crew. And we'll see if we can actually make it to the Crooks thing. Can I make this turn before I sling into that island? Yeah, I can do that. I can make it. Still more fun than No Man's Sky. Yeah, but to be fair, I hear No Man's Sky is a totally different game now. Much like Fortnite. When I first played Fortnite, it was like a tower defense sort of game, and now I guess it's a PUBG-style sort of multiplayer shooter game. And good on them for pivoting, and I'm sure that the PUBG people are not fond of the market share that Fortnite has taken away from them right now. Although I bet some of them probably go into the office, they're like, oh, stupid Fortnite, taking all of our players, and they go home and secretly play it themselves. Probably lie to their coworkers when they call, like, what are you doing? Like, playing Mario Kart, of course. Alright, so now I think we're headed in the right direction. I'm going to try to check the map real quick and then get back to the wheel. Okay, we need to go, we need to make a right. Get on a new heading. So we need to head straight west right now, I believe. What did I miss? Stepped out from... The only thing you really missed was me figuring out a solid destination. Now, I do want to keep going towards the creepy skull, but I do want to check and see if there's anything of merit over here. I think we need to go west. Make some slight adjustments here. I will say, despite the fact that it was initially sort of intimidating, these mechanics are actually very approachable. I mean, it did not take long for me to get up to speed on what to do. And there was sort of a sense of discovery there, right? I mean, I don't like games that have, you know, brutal hand-holding tutorials, but I don't like to feel completely lost either. I feel like this is striking a nice middle ground. So is Kyle Jr. Alright, so I think we're about to run into the place where we need to be. But I don't have time to check the map unless I drop the sail, probably. So I'm just going to stop out here in a minute. We'll see if this is indeed. No, there is a multiplayer option. You know, like anybody... Ooh, is it going to tell us over here? Yes, we're at Crook's Hollow. The microphone's blocking my view a little bit, so I'm going to raise up the monitor because I wired it to be able to do that. Although now my video may be way out of frame. Does that look okay to you guys? We can fix that. Bring it down a little bit. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm leaving. Because apparently the siren will just go find my ship for me, so I really don't feel compelled to dock properly in any capacity. Use proper boating terminology. Sir, if I knew proper boating terminology, I would be doing so. And besides, who are you to talk? You're the guy who told me portside, and then you didn't know what portside was, Retrohack. I mean, I don't like calling people out for their hypocrisy in front of a live audience, but My guess is that you are not a former member of the Navy. Looks good from where I'm standing. Watch out for the rogue waves. Turn starboard fast. Port 4 has 4 letters. Yes, I did put that together earlier. Ooh. Now this looks interesting. Pick up gunpowder barrel. You know, I'm gonna take the gunpowder. I'm gonna go put it back on the ship if I... Oh, wait. Did I not drop the anchor on the ship? I bet I didn't. Pretty sure I didn't. I wonder what happens if I just drop this off the side of the edge. Will it explode in a horrible fashion? Oh, I can't. Ah! Didn't mean to do that. I can see that coming in handy. Oh man, is there a giant enemy crab in here? Are these people paying tribute to a giant crab? I have to find out. Yes, Retro, I'm familiar. I did not. Is this single-player exploration type? No, this is actually a multiplayer game. So right now, if 3 of you were to join me on Xbox Live right now, you could join the ship, and I wouldn't have to run around from one duty to the next. You could have somebody up on the crow's nest. You could have somebody doing navigation on the map. You could have somebody running the wheel. And I think that's really sort of the appeal, right? Because that's sort of a unique cooperative experience, and the one that my dad and I were very excited to play. I'm going to descend as far into this cave as I can. So it looks like it gets deeper. Or maybe not. Maybe there's just nothing here. It's just like a shortcut through the island? That's boring. Eat banana. Oh, good idea. Yeah, I will have a banana. Because Lord knows I'm not getting bacon today. Now, do I have a limited amount of ammunition? I think so. I can take more wooden planks, but... I definitely heard something there. Some creepy skulls, alright. Shifty Pete makes the grog. You know, I'm wondering if that gunpowder could have been used in trade if I would have grabbed it. So now I probably have to... What is that sound? What? Ah! I'm gonna follow the skeleton for a minute. Oh, I feel kind of bad now. He just looks terrified. Can you lead me somewhere good? Oh, he stumbled! So depressing. Oh. Alright. I'll feel bad for a second, but not long enough to get pushed off a cliff by a skeleton monster. I'm gonna explore this island a little bit more. I think there's more to it than what I've found. What is this? I think this is just the same cave I was just in. Yeah. That makes sense. You probably do need gunpowder to shoot the cannon. What happens if I go to the absolute top of this place? Is there going to be anything interesting here waiting for me? Ooh, this looks like fun. Use ammo chest. Okay, so that's how I get more ammo for the gun, I guess. I wonder if you just need an ammo chest to have bullets at all. Like, I don't think you can just carry extra ones with you, like pickups. Let's see what we can see. If we can get a better look at that skull the judge wants us to go visit. Certainly ominous. Some parrots flying around. That's pretty. Got some chickens down here. It would be cool to see another ship, perhaps. Oh, wait, what's this? Just to be safe. Is that a waterfall? Yep, there's a waterfall here. What happened to the glowy thing? Oh, that's just the siren again. Shoot the cannon. Okay. I can go back and shoot the cannon, for sure. Hey, CM Retro, what's up, man? I didn't even see you come in. That skull name is Game Over. We don't need to go there. Load cannon. Okay, so you have to wait a second to load the cannon. It's funny, there's a loading circle for loading the cannon. Where should I shoot the cannon? I've got sort of a limited range of where I can shoot it. But the first one, kind of great. And I didn't need gunpowder for this. CM, I did pick up some new Genesis games, so whenever we're able to get together, we should have a decent selection. Unless there's just one you'd like to recommend. I can't. Whoa. Ooh, can I take a sip, man? The inability to loot skeletons feels like a missed opportunity to me right now. I mean, this combat is not overly complex. I mean, granted, these are low-level skeletons we're talking about here, but it would have been nice to get a few gold pieces or something, right? I really would have thrown off the balance of the game. What do I know? See if you have a base that others attack. I don't know. Maybe. I'm gonna go in here real quick, see what's up, and then I will go back to the siren, and I guess I'll try to go back to some place to learn about the quest I guess I'm supposed to be doing, but I mean, so far it's just sort of directionless here. I mean, it's been fun to familiarize with the mechanics, sure, but there's secret passages behind the waterfall, I'm afraid. Really, yeah, that one was armed with a gun, you're right. I can bring over Wings of War, Lightning Force, Mystic Defender. Dude, again, I have no understanding of any of those games, because I grew up a Nintendo kid, not a Genesis kid. So if you bring over any of those, it would be a completely new experience for me, and as long as you're having a good time, I will be having a good time, sir. I'm assuming like a weekend will work best for you, would that be fair to say? Did you get the pics on Instagram? Oh, no, I did not. I'm sorry, I've not actually been on Instagram today. I do struggle keeping up with all the different social networks because, you know, I don't have anybody who sort of watches those properties or anything like that, but I don't know if you direct message me or what. But I will look through it tonight, or at the latest tomorrow morning, sir, and see what I can find out. Is that just rope? I already took a bunch of wooden planks. What is that? Alright, I'm gonna get back on the ship and try to find someplace to go, I suppose. Yeah, because I think I'm full up on just about everything. There's my ship. So for those of you who are new in here, I'm off Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, but I can take a Wednesday off if needed. No, I mean, I don't want you to jeopardize your work or anything like that, but You know, I just want to find something that works for us both. You know, like I can totally do a, you know, the cool thing is now that it saves these chats on YouTube, which I think is really quite handy, you know, now I can go back through the chat and see what people said instead of taking pictures with my phone or trying to type things down. That's actually really, really helpful. I'm glad that they made the sailing sort of approachable in that I don't have to do things like make adjustments for wind, or at least I don't think I do. Wait, is that all the way? Alright, where are we setting a course for? Alright, where on this map should we go? We can, right now we're just headed south. We are in Sharktooth Key. Should we go back to Kraken's Fall? On a northeast heading, I guess? Wondering if the beta is empty because you're not with other players, or just empty. I'm curious too. I would like to know. Your success, let's see, promotion 0. Now I did not take any Order of Souls. I did Merchant Alliance and Gold Hoarders. Voyages, if I hit down, up, right, A, B, X, nothing, it's not doing anything on these. What happens if you sail to the edge of the map? So the Switch is pretty awesome, in case you all were wondering. You're preaching to the choir here, sir. This is a Switch-friendly place. And actually, I did pick up Azure Gunvolt Striker the other day, which I haven't played it yet, but I'm excited to. I actually probably would have played it and streamed a little bit of that tonight, but instead, you know, again, I'm just kind of checking out the beta here. So I'm going to go northeast. And I'm going to try to get us to actual civilization this time. I don't want to explore a random island until I can actually find a quest I can do, figure out if there's a way to abandon these to get a better understanding of how the game actually plays. Because right now, not a huge sense of accomplishment, although I will say I'm loving the graphics and the presentation of this title. You know, I feel like it's definitely an immersive experience in that regard. But then also, you know, sort of playful. And I can't remember if it was Polygon or The Verge or somebody was like, this is like the funniest game we've ever played. I haven't seen any major humor yet, save for the gossipy sort of tavern feed, but still. Suddenly want to play Wind Waker. You know what? That is not a completely terrible idea, sir. In Wind Waker, I would have been killing all kinds of stuff by now. Probably. Alright, so I'm going to try to leave this on a northeast heading if I can get the wheel to go where I want it. Yeah, it looks about right. And I'm going to go check my map real quick, because I'm a one-man show here. Unless any of you have Xbox Live and want to jump on and play it. Alright, so we need to go a little bit more north. I think that's it right there in the distance, not too far away. I think we're getting closer. Let's see, I'll tell you what, instead of being too concerned with ending up in the exact right place, let's see if I can actually dock properly this time without losing my ship and having to rely on the siren to get back to civilization. Can you adjust the sails at all to adjust the speed? That's a good question. Let's find out. So I'm assuming the red means this is a dangerous place to dock. Let's try adjusting the sails. Let's do it. Does that adjust speed? Can I put it at half? Yes, I can. Alright. I love that sound of the wood creaking. That is phenomenal. The ambient sound in this is just as impressive as the atmospheric music and everything else that I hear. Creepy sirens who are malnourished, notwithstanding. You know, I haven't even gone below deck on my own ship yet. Cannot store sailor cutlass. Take wooden plank 15. Open equipment chest. Do I already have an accordion? No, I do not. So apparently there's a limit to what exactly we can take. So do we swap this out? Or is it because I'm already full? Oh, wait a minute. Okay, hold on a second. So we have cannonballs here. Can we drop them in these chests, in these barrels, to store them? Cannot store cannonball. Vanity chest. Uh-oh, this feels like some microtransactions inbound. Ruh-roh. Yeah, I mean, after I get done here, I'll probably just sail straight towards the skull just to see what happens. Then I'll probably be the grand finale of this stream, which has been, honestly, one of the most uneventful games that I've probably played so far. Does your ship have a dinghy or a rowboat or other small launch? I don't think so, or at least I didn't see one, but to be honest, I have not really fully explored it. It looks like it has a brig, which I'm sure will come in handy. And not a huge amount of storage, but I'm guessing the larger vessels sort of compensate for that issue. Clothing chest. I feel like I should have gotten some, tankard required to refill grog. Oh, that's so awesome. We can drink and pilot, not pilot, I guess, sail the ship. And, alright, well, I'm gonna, I guess, keep a banana at the ready. But let's explore this island for a second. Female pirates love a man that can play some music, sir. I would not know, because this I'm essentially stuck in a vast wasteland of nobody so far, save for some skeletons and a tiny pig that unfortunately I could not slaughter for bacon. Time to change your branches. Alright, so it gave me some pretty creepy music when I got here, so I'm guessing there's going to be some bad guys here for sure. Well, that's a good sign, I guess. Little trek across the island. This makes me want to go back and watch Lost, honestly. Except, you know, in Lost there would have been more people. Sir, I don't know if you're being serious or facetious. I don't even know if I can put the knife in my teeth when I dive. This looks creepy. Huh. Let's try to get... What? There are definitely bad guys near. Whoa! Easy, crazy. Alright, I can take you out, so you're nothing. Ah! Okay, I need a banana. Just time out for a second. I gotta deal with this banana situation. I'll be right back, but then I'm gonna deal with you guys so hard. Just... Nope. The direction we're going is away, sir. You do not need the compass, I assure you. Alright, that's one of these guys down. Civilization? Like Sid Meier's? Or are you saying the pirates are civilization? Because I don't know if I would agree with that. Oh my god. Awful. Is that all the skeletons? No, there's another one. I don't know if I can hit him from this distance, though. I was being silly, old pirate film cliche. Well, that's the thing, I would not put anything past the developers of this game. Looks like they went to a great deal of care to ensure that the pirate experience is well maintained. Ah. We better find some bananas quick. Because those things do a pretty good amount of damage. They get up and close and personal and stab you. If he can block, so can you. Ooh, interesting. Maybe. Let me try. Right trigger, stabby stab. Left trigger. Oh, yep, it does block. Serves me right. I should have known that. That should have just been an old hat for me. Wrecks and sunken ships may have treasure. I haven't found a wreck or a sunken ship yet, though. I mean, I guess I could kind of run around the coast here. Or unless that's what you're saying, is that's what the red means. I just started rewatching Lost yesterday. Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, it was good until once you get past about season 3 or 4, I feel like that sort of went downhill. Some pretty fish. Will I drown if I stay under too long? I haven't tried that yet. Or some primitive scuba gear that I'm not aware of. No boom headshot. So I know skeletons had guns, but something fired a cannon. Are you sure? I missed that. Ooh. No! I just want to kill one thing that's not a skeleton. Am I not supposed to kill livestock? I don't think you're supposed to kill livestock. I think you're supposed to capture it. Oh, no. Oh, okay. I feel sort of bad about that. He posed no threat whatsoever and did not keep many precious resources. That was just unmitigated. Oh, right on. Thanks for stopping by, Kawhi. I appreciate it. You know, I'll try to put something interesting in here by the time you get to the end of it. So, but I really appreciate the support and you coming out. You have a wonderful, wonderful day out there. You hear a deeper boom. All right, I'm gonna go towards that light over there. Let's see if we can get this deeper boom you heard to happen again. And then if we don't find anything, we're gonna go ahead and head towards the skull and probably end the stream because I feel like that's a pretty good look at what it has to offer. You know, at least aesthetically, or you know, when you're out exploring by yourself, it's gonna be like this, unless they make some major changes post-launch. Skyrim Children equals Sea of Thieves Pix. Oh yeah, good call. Huh. You know what I haven't tried yet now that I think about it? Digging. The swimming underwater looked real. Yeah, it did look real good, Kane. For sure, dude. I haven't had an underwater experience that was that relaxing since like Donkey Kong Country. I mean, you can make an argument for Bioshock, but that's not exactly a relaxing experience. Yeah, it definitely sort of feels empty right now. I mean, I'd be hard-pressed to disagree with you on that, Judge. Also, if anybody here is new, thank you so much for stopping by, and, you know, if you want to hit that subscribe button, I will tell you what you will get in exchange for that, and what you will find is essentially, well, it's ramping up, because I actually have a week where it's going to be mainly gaming content. I believe that's the week of, like, the 18th, I think, of April, but Monday will be channel tips and growth stuff for gaming channels. Friday is going to be production tips. Wednesday is the Way Back Wednesday stream where I'm the literal player 2 to somebody else who comes and sort of plays right here on the stream beside me, specifically Genesis games for 2018. And then pretty much just sort of fun stuff here and there in between, like this. I did not plan on doing this tonight, but I'm so glad I did because, you know, that way I won't be completely lost whenever, you know, diving into the game proper. I'm going to try to eat a banana now. I need all the tips. Well, what are some things that you're having issues with right now, Mile High? Oh man. Can I get up? Can I get up? Okay. Woo! Close. Running out of food and supplies and life. Well, this looks interesting. Is this a shipwreck? Or is this just the ribcage of some massive prehistoric beast? Thumbnails, I suck at it. Well, I don't know. Were you able to make it to Superhero Game Squad's thing earlier? They were doing a live stream where they were actually showing how they make thumbnails. I will tell you, are you guys on Mac or PC when you make your thumbnails, Mile High? Yes, I think they should drop gold too, Judge. I agree. PC? So, what software do you use to make your thumbnails right now? Like, are you using like some version of Photoshop? Oh, this does look like a shipwreck. That's nice. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I'm not a graphic designer. I sort of fumble my way through like the thumbnails. Like, the one I'm using right now is actually an application called Pixelmator, and I don't know if they make it for Windows yet. They definitely make it for Mac. But there are similar polished applications. Like, you do not need to have the expensive subscription that is Photoshop to make good thumbnails for your channel. I mean, there are free applications out there that will let you do the same. But, you know, there are some general best practices you can use. Like, you know, you don't want to use bright colors with white text, for example. You want some level of contrast there, so visually it's very easy to see what you're trying to make out with the text. And statistically speaking, you know, if you notice when you look at YouTube thumbnails, there's a ton that are really bright and vivid and stick out. And that's because people tend to respond visually better to bright colors. They're more likely to click on things like that. You know, something else, you know, it's not by accident that I tend to put my face in a lot of my thumbnails, because trust me, I'm not so arrogant that I'm like, you know what, you look really pretty today, you should make this your thumbnail. Generally speaking, people tend to empathize with, you know, pictures of human faces more. So if you have a strong, powerful emotion in your thumbnail, people tend to, you know, sort of latch onto that. So that's something else to consider. Now, if you're doing stuff that's products, you know, people probably want to see like a big look at, you know, whatever the item is that, you know, it is, whether that's, you know, a game, for example, or whether that's, you know, like the Elgato HD60. Sometimes I ignore this rule and just, you know, put my face in there, but, you know, it just depends really on what works for you and for your channel branding. Vegas editing software, I'll mask out stuff, throw on the line, and then line them up, and then take a screen cap. Yeah, actually, you know, that's something I actually do as well. I don't really just use the screen cap as the thumbnail. What I do is, I will usually try to find if I am using footage directly from the video that I've just done, is that I will take a screenshot of a particularly cool moment in the video. Like, if you looked at the one where I did the reorganizing my video game collection video, which is weird. I didn't even know this. I could actually play that for you right now if I wanted to and take a quick break. Because I just learned recently that with OBS, you can actually have video files that you point to, and I could interrupt this stream right now where I'm coming to you and just play a video file. So if I wanted to do something cool, like Gen X does this, and it's amazing, and they have great production values, you could actually have like a channel trailer, just like a 30-second or 2-minute bite. So if in the middle of your stream you need to take a break, grab a sandwich, go to the bathroom, something like that, you know, you could actually just queue up a file for people. But, sorry, the original point for that was, whenever you... Well, basically what I did for that video game reorganization of my collection video was... Ooh, what's over there? I just took a screen cap of that one shot that was kind of close up of like that red Game Boy Pocket, and then after I took the screen cap, I brought that into image editing software, and I just used the, you know, the font that we always use, which is Knockout, you know, to sort of add some, you know, basically get the biggest words right in front of people, like video game collection, or reorganizing my game collection, I think is what I put on there. So, you know, you kind of, visually, you get this big, bright red Game Boy Pocket, so, you know, it's clear that you're looking at something that's going to be video game related, but then you have a little bit of text for context. And, you know, that's the thing, once Jason really dives into this, I imagine our thumbnails are the quality will increase dramatically, but until then, I'm just sort of like fumbling my way through it. Cottonmouth, that reorganization video was awesome, inspired me to clean my room. I'm glad I could have a positive impact on your life, sir. If it inspired you to clean your room and that made you happy, I'm glad I could bring you a bit of joy with the simple act of painstakingly doing a 5-camera multicam shoot of me moving a bunch of stuff off shelves and dusting. Mile High, even the text in my thumbnails are just video editing text. Well, I mean, that's okay, because I would assume your video editor can define different fonts, right? So if you guys find a font that fits with your design language, you know, there's no reason you couldn't use that over and over and be consistent and continue to use, you know, the text that's right there in the editor. There's nothing wrong with that. And this is the other thing, too. You may want to check in the week before... I already talked to Jason, who is my roommate, you know, just one of my best friends, graphic designer, and the one who basically is responsible for this new logo and the entire rebrand, really, from a visual standpoint. The week before Avengers Infinity War comes out, for Way Back Wednesday, we're going to be playing Captain America and the Avengers for Genesis, because he's a huge fan of Captain America. Oh man, getting some lag here, huh? This is bad. But, you know, at that point, basically I told him, I was like, you know, be prepared, and people may want to ask you questions about graphic design and what they can do. And he was like, yeah, that's no problem, I'll be happy with it. So, you know, whenever that happens, if you want to swing in, that might be a good episode to come back to. Gunpowder barrel back there. Yes, there was. I'm getting some really bad lag there right now. You guys see these frames dropping? That's not the stream quality. The stream health is good, but this is happening in-game right now, unfortunately. I'm going to continue up here, because the more dangerous it gets, the closer I assume I am to making progress or finding something. Cannonballs are great, but they're not as cool as bananas. Empty, empty. Let's take a look around, shall we? Not seeing much. No ships. You're fine just losing gameplay frames. I hope so. Because I really want to love this game, but as it stands, I think really, honestly, I probably just should have, you know, played this with some other people. Now, earlier I saw MC Mirror and that Game Collector. They were playing together, and they seemed to be enjoying it. But I think they had a better grasp of how to actually get started. So, I'm gonna see if there's any way for me to just jump back to port. My crew. I guess not. All right, I'm gonna go back. If this was a quiet streamer, I'd be bored to tears. Well, I'm glad that I could keep you entertained just by talking. I mean, is there anything else you guys want to talk about that's not necessarily related to Sea of Thieves, or, you know, anything about YouTube? I mean, that's sort of my wheelhouse, is I'm constantly doing stuff on YouTube because I adore the process, and again, that's sort of my long-term goal, is to do this eventually full-time, but, you know, that really depends on how strategic I can be in my own growth strategy, and whether or not I can build an audience, which you guys have been very kind, blessing me with your time. It's Nostalgia. Hey, what's up, man? I'm glad you made it back. You did not miss a whole lot, except for me basically killing skeletons over and over, and trying and failing miserably to find purpose in the dark but beautiful world that is Sea of Thieves. Why stream on YouTube over Twitch? That's a great question. The reason for that right now is I don't really have any interest in Twitch because I want my audience on YouTube, and I want to give them as few hops as possible to get to my content. And I just don't think I could reliably serve two audiences at the same time. If people are chatting to me from Twitch, as I understand it, you can combine the Twitch, I believe, with Streamlabs from two different sources. But then I feel like I'm talking to two different sets of people, and I really like feeling like I'm streaming with friends, like, you know, the guys like you who have come out and regularly supported, you know, my videos and the live streams and things like that. And I would just feel sort of dirty and traitorous trying to, you know, talk to Twitch people too, I guess. Now, if you can make a strong argument for why I should be doing so beyond raw audience expansion, you know, I'd love to hear it, because I'm always open to suggestions and feedback myself. I enjoy them a lot more. Enjoy them a lot more than what, sir? Than playing the game yourself? Because I don't know that I can make that claim. I like playing things. Well, it depends on, you know, what the thing is, but... Alright, this island not yielding a lot, so I'm about to hop on the ship, go right into the skull, and see what happens. If I can find my ship. Honestly, and I think that's the thing that's getting me, is I'm not used to not having, like, a map or something to sort of guide me here from one objective to the next. Whoa! Is that the only skeleton? Nope, nope. Does he have a gun? Does he have a gun? He has a gun, doesn't he? Nope, nope. Whew. Stressful. Because I interrupted nap time. It was unnecessary. I think it's like Monster Hunter. Playing with friends is the attraction, like Left 4 Dead. Fair enough. Left 4 Dead has a lot more enemies than this game does, for sure. Looks, agree. I feel like YouTube is my thing, and I just Twitch when I'm being spontaneous. Enjoy your streams more than... Well, thanks, man. I really appreciate that, Nostalgia. Just out of curiosity, so I can learn about what you like in particular that makes it better, so I can keep doing more of it or improve upon those things. What would you say it is that you like more about it? Those people were eaten by pigs and became skeletons. I could see that. It's a very Mason Verger situation for all you Hannibal Lecter fans. Show that skeleton did you mean to say Peaky Blinders, sir? Did you want me to start cutting people up Peaky Blinders style? Because I assure you, I do not have the Cillian Murphy charm, sir. Alright, back to the ship. This is a bust. Easy does it. And then I'm gonna go just full steam into the skull. You have the type of personality where, even though I don't know you that well, I feel like I've known you for years. Well, that's very kind, man. I really appreciate the kind words. You know, as far as my personality goes, I'm just a big believer in things like treat people like the way you want to be treated. And I think I probably get a lot of inspiration from my grandmother, who I used to call Mama. She never met a stranger. Her whole philosophy was strangers were simply friends she hadn't met yet, which I thought was a very beautiful sentiment. And I try to live my life in a similar way, you know? Even in my job, in which I tend to deal with a lot of angry people at the day job, I tend to do pretty well in that role simply because, the first thing I do is not try to fix their computer problems or their network problems, but rather just see how their day goes. Because half the time when people have a problem, it's not really that they want to fix the problem. Most people don't want to spend their time fixing problems. They're just getting hammered by somebody else. They're having a rough day, and they just want somebody to make that part of their day go away. So, in that regard, I try to bring a little bit of joy into everyone's life if I can. Even if it's just, being super inept at killing pirates. But now, we're going to sail straight into the abyss as soon as I find the creepy skull again. Nothing beats a good Momo, or NC as they say, Mamaw. Now, I've heard Mamaw, man, but for me, growing up, it was always Momo. She was an amazing, wonderful woman. Sadly, she passed away some time ago. It was actually right after I graduated college. She was absolutely amazing. She would have gotten a real kick out of this. And one of the things, so in the game reorganization video, I talked about trading in a bunch of Blu-rays. And one of the things that I found there was actually a DVD she used to have. It was a copy of The Mummy with Brendan Fraser. She absolutely adored that movie. It was actually her copy I had, and I just could not bear to part with it. And I will probably keep that in my DVD collection for the end of time. Just, even though I'm not a big fan of stuff, I am a big fan of minimalism, depending on who you ask. When it comes to sentimental stuff, sometimes I just can't bear to part with it. It's rare, but it happens. My personal opinion is that some tubers, you get that up on Olympus feeling, like they're way up there, forgotten like they're supposed to be early tubers down here. Honestly, I would be lying if I said that wasn't something that I questioned. I've been seeing fairly decent growth lately. I think we're gaining about 130, 140 subscribers a month right now. And that's really exciting, but it also poses a lot of challenges, and it's very terrifying. Again, with 8 people here in the stream right now, it's awesome. It's intimate. You have my full and undivided attention for the most part. Plus, we have sort of a game that lends itself to that. But, again, if there were even 100 people or 200, I don't, I couldn't keep track of everybody as well. So, even though I'm excited at the prospect of growth, because again, to do this professionally, I would have to have many more, probably subscribers and viewers. Not many more. I think a minimum of 1,000 is probably going to be required. I don't necessarily want 1 million, because that sounds like a huge headache to manage. But when I think about, the challenges that are going to come with scaling, even at a small level, I'm hoping that I will be able to figure out systems in place that allow me to continue to be genuine, down to earth, and communicate with people on a regular. But, I'll cross that bridge when I get to it. For now, I'm completely just overjoyed to have 8 people watching me right now and having fun with me. It's awesome. Again, normally whenever I think about everybody, it's more like I think you cats more as friends that I simply have not met in real life yet. Except in the case of you, Dad. Appreciate you letting me be alive and everything. Very cool of you, and I hope you're digging the stream. As far as a lot of these bigger gaming channels on YouTube, I gotta respect the hustle, man. They built an audience, they found a niche that worked for them, and they found a content delivery schedule that, was fine. But, I'm not gonna know what that's like for, probably some time, but we'll see. Oh, Cottonmouth Killer, dude. Get me right in the feels. I'm trying to, keep my composure up for video games, and you just said something that really reached out and touched my heart, sir. That's, one of the kindest things I've ever been told from somebody on the internet. I thank you. Very cool. I'm done having feelings. Yes, me too. Let's find a creepy skull or the next interesting thing. Where is the skull? You know what? I'm just gonna take my hands off the wheel. Jarvis, take the wheel. Oh wait, there's the skull. It's right in front of me. What am I doing? Probably couldn't see because of the giant sail there. Go right into it. Skull Keep, huh? I ain't afraid of you. Do you have any idea how many skeletons I killed and the banana famine I'm suffering right now? What's the worst you can dole out, creepy skull cloud? Wait, is Shiver Retreat where I started? I had a friend I knew for 10 years from Final Fantasy XI MMO. I met him the day before my wedding, which he invited himself to, and flew from the UK to see. He is now my best friend. IRL is overrated. Honestly, I'm a big fan of when the two come together. I was talking on Twitter the other day about taking a road trip up to see Rocker Gaming. The dude that made my GameCube. Because I would, his work is phenomenal. I just want the ability to, film it. But at the same time, wait, past what? I don't know what you're saying right now. Hold on a second, I'm gonna pull up these sales. But then in the middle of that conversation, there were like two other people who were like, hey, if you're up in the Chicago area, let's hang out. And that was Pros, and the other one was Super Nintendo, who was my Video Follow Friday this week. That was a lot of fun. One of my Video Follow Fridays. Sharktooth Key, Kraken's Fall. Yeah, it's funny, Ben McBride, of Monster Popcorn, local notoriety, he is a good friend of mine, and I actually met him through Twitter, so that was one of the first experiences I had where, the internet bled over into my real life, and he became one of my best friends ever. Honestly, without the kind and helpful words from Smash JT and your player too, I probably wouldn't be uploading anymore. Dude, props to Smash JT, man. I mean, he really helped me come out of my shell. And again, I've been like an internet hermit for a long time. Like, I'm definitely like your definition of a lurker. Do fine in real life, but struggled to put myself out there on the web in a way that is as sort of raw and real time as this format. And, that dude was kind enough to take a look at my channel and say, hey, you've got something valuable to offer, keep running with it. So I did. And, this year I feel like it's gone really well, and I expect it will continue to go well as long as I can do the thing that I believe is most important for any YouTube channel, and that is put the audience first, 100% of the time. Occasionally will I be selfish and just play a game I want to play here for the enjoyment of it? Absolutely. I do want to have some fun myself. But by and large, what I do is I listen to your problems and the things that you tell me you need help with, and then I see if I'm able to create content for stuff that meets those needs, and if not, I'll see if I can point you to somebody who can, because I am not necessarily the authority on filming, nor post-production, nor thumbnail creation, SEO, marketing, analytics, or anything else. I just spent a lot of time researching it because I really love it. So... I need to go now, folks. Midnight here. Josh, take care, and thanks for the live feed, sir. Anytime. And I'm glad we were able to get you up and running. I can't wait to watch your stream whenever you get that rolling, man. If you have any more difficulties, please feel free to hit me up. I'm gonna be working with Die Hard was having some issues. I'm gonna help that dude out Sunday for a little bit and see if we can't get him up and running. But that goes for the rest of any of you in here as well. Another advantage of being a smaller YouTube channel is that if you guys have issues or you just want to chat, hit me up, DM me on Twitter, and let me know. But you have a wonderful evening, Judge. Bring the jury next time. I dig it. Alright, guys, I'll tell you what. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. It's been a wonderful evening, actually, but I'm getting pretty tired too, and I still do not have everything ready for shooting tomorrow morning, and that's my big production day. So, with that in mind, I'm going to go ahead and drop anchor here for a second. And I'm not going to stream this again until I have a better understanding of what I'm doing. And in all likelihood, that will be with my dad on the handfist here on the stream. So, closer to the actual launch date of this, which I believe is March 20th, you know, I will be streaming this probably a little bit more as I play it with him. And if any of you are actually going to pick this up for the Xbox One and you guys want to play together, please, you know, shoot me a message on Twitter, let me know. You know, we'll exchange gamer tags and all that, and we'll see if we can, you know, run a Gigantor ship together where it's much more efficient. We can call out like, hey, you know, enemy ship on the port bow side. Alright, I have to work on my nautical terminology, but you guys get it. Things are better as a team, much like YouTube. There's a metaphor in there somewhere, but honestly, I'm too tired to make it. So, thank you guys again so much for coming out. I really, really appreciate it. You guys are helping me build a dream here. And, you know, I will have more stuff up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and probably every day in between because I absolutely adore the process. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful evening, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you for stopping by.